After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Mom, we'll be pretending there we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. Wait a minute. Episode 539. Today is February 1st, 2023, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. Let me move the camera a little bit towards Mom.
And we are recording a little late because life. And I mean late in the week, not late in the day. I think I put too much water in here because I was afraid of getting it bitter.
Right.
So it's a little weak, but there we go. All right. Anyway, we want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
If you are new, we're glad that you found us, and we hope you see something that you like, you'll stay with us. And if you are returning, well, we're always glad to have you with us. And
I'm sorry for all the adjustments, guys. Keep talking, Mom.
If you are new or returning and you are in the shadows, please feel free to join us officially. Just hit the little subscribe button very gently and press the little bell. And maybe go over to the home group so you can take part in all the alongs and things, the giveaways or whatever else we're doing, camaraderie. That's all at the phnpodcast.freeforms.net. That's in the description box below the video. Today is the first of the month, so
it is.
Welcome to February, Rabbit. We want to go over the rules. I will only go over the rules of the alongs fully in the first one, and then just do the adjustments for the other.
Did you want to do it the second week because of all your enhancements?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It was my birthday this past, Sunday?
Monday was your actual birthday.
Monday was my birthday. So, and thank you for the birthday wishes, all those who gave me birthday wishes. I have to remember, but because I have so much stuff, I might even show you all of it, but there's so much stuff.
You already mentioned you were worried about that.
Yeah, and we got started late in time as well as during the week, so I should probably just get started.
I did want to show really quickly, I've been showing this each week. This is Scarlet Starlet with, this is a sparkle top coat on top of it. A different one than last time.
It's coming up even more orange than it looks.
Well, that's just because...
Even up there it looks like it is.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's red.
It actually matches his shirt really well.
Yeah, it's kind of an orangey red.
Yeah.
I am drinking, mocha for the little gray spell.
Chocolate mocha mott. Is it?
Something like that. It's for the little gray cells. It's a Poirot tea.
Yeah.
And that's what. And it's my it's an Adagio tea. It's my Adagio owl mug. Yes, there are other forest creatures, but we all know that the owl is the important one.
But of course.
So, what are you having to drink?
I have, my morning tea is hanging out in my Yeti. Mm-hmm. I was going to have some Mexican hot chocolate that I have left over in the fridge, but I needed to change clothes. So I was dressed like an adult instead of just wearing, whatever.
We are dressed like adults. We're playing dress up.
Yes. So I got changed instead of heating up my hot chocolate. So in here is my Berserker tea.
Which is really good.
I put together through Adagio. And I am using my Kings and Queen Regnants of England mug. Of course, we don't have King Charles on here. I mean, for one thing, Elizabeth II hadn't died yet, and of course, he's actually not been crowned yet.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I wanted to have my. I was really vacillating between having what I've got here and having my Where's My Chocolate Monkey, but I didn't want to have and your Berserker.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have it the flavor of. We had a strawberry cupcake that was left over from her birthday.
Yes.
And that's very strong, and it messes with your taste for the. So I try to have something that's not going to get too affected. My husband is going to make me, for my birthday, a caramel apple pie this coming weekend because we didn't want to have too many sweets in the house all at one time. And I can eat caramel apple pie for breakfast because it's got apples in it. Yes, it does.
You see, I think anything's breakfast food that you eat. I eat mac and cheese for breakfast and I'll have cereal for my lunch.
But that's food. I mean, it's not a snack. An apple pie generally is a snack. But I consider, because it has fruit in it, that it's healthy. Never mind the caramel. Caramel's just an accoutrement. Okay. Now,
eggs. There's eggs in chocolate cake.
Milk.
Oh boy.
There's milk in chocolate cake.
Oh yippee! I think I can remember it. It's a great skit.
It's a skit. The reference is a Bill Cosby skit. Okay. Now,
back in the day.
Going into the alongs, we have 2 alongs going on. The first one is a year-long along, and that's the PHN movie night make along. And what we are able to have, and the reason I'm saying what we're able to have is because this is new. Anything that's knit, loom knit, or crocheted, also paper crafts. So we're talking about origami and card making and anything basically that can be journaling, things like that are paper crafts. Okay.
Now you're going to see, because we begged her to put it in one of the threads, a dress that Laura is dyeing.
Yes,
that's a
it's a special.
It's a special because she told us about it on Patreon, Zoom, and we all want to see the dress she's dyeing.
So that will be a special. We're not allowing that as a matter of course. That's a special. Okay. And
I will put it up in the when she's done with that will go up.
It sounds gorgeous. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Yeah. At the beginning of the episode it'll go up.
Okay, so okay, and this runs from the first of this month, the first of last month, January, all the way through December 31st of 2023. So midnight of 2024. I can't believe I've been saying that. That will be when we finish this along. So it's all year, and there are 4 quarters for the prizes, and a all-inclusive prize. All right, all the information is in the PHN group. You can't be a part of this along if you're not in the PHN home group anyway. So take a look at the threads. I will go through these later in more in depth next week, and talk about featured yarns, featured patterns, all that kind of stuff.
Although again, in the group.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'll go over it for our viewers in case they want to decide maybe they're vacillating about whether or not they want to join the group. Okay. I do want to say the hashtag is PHN Movie Night 2023 on Instagram.
And that is in the description.
Yeah. And the PHN Ready Set Go is already going into its 2nd month. This is a quarterly along, so that means it lasts from January through March, and that's the difference there. And this is the differentiating feature here is that everything in this along has to be started January 1st or later. This is where we start all the things. Okay, so we no longer are accepting frogs. That stopped yesterday. Okay, because January's gone. That was the 1 month was the frog limit. So no more frog credits. Just new things that started January 1st or later.
You made the frogs sad.
Aw, well they'll cry little froggy tears. So anyway, so you guys, anything you start January 1st or later, the whips have to be for projects that were started January 1st or later. So we do accept whips for projects that were started this year.
If you see me making faces, every once in a while, Mom's phone keeps ringing.
It's not ringing.
Buzzing.
It's buzzing. I don't want to completely shut it off in case Aunt Jane
No. Maybe put
home.
it on something soft.
Yep.
Because I think it's making that much noise because it's on something hard.
My mother-in-law is in hospice, so I like to keep my phone, at least so I'm aware that somebody might be contacting me.
That makes sense.
Okay. Now, all right, so the hashtag for this is hashtag PHN Ready Set Go 2023 on Instagram. All the information is in the PHN podcast group, phnpodcast.freeforms.net. That information and the rules are all in the group, and it's in the description box below the video, okay? And there will be prizes for that. So that leaves us into whips.
And I only have 2.
I have 4, so let me just... I go twice once. Let's see here. Okay. And
Twice. You double me.
1, 2 to your 1, 3 to your 2, 40 or 3.
Okay, because yeah, if you finish it, yeah, you're right.
Is that right?
No, that's correct because if you're right, if you finish with after me, you would be right.
Okay, so this is my Film Noir shawl project. It's in my, this is my bag, Large Angels bag, my Film Noir shawl project from the Scrap Shawl Pattern by Anastasia Sattel. And I did quite a bit of work on this actually. Or no, not this one. I've worked on something else. I did work on this, but not as much as I thought because I was thinking of something else. But anyway, okay, never mind. People who've been with us for a long time understand. So let me show you how.
I don't even understand this sometimes.
You don't have a foot to stand on.
I don't have a foot?
No, you don't. Look at how big this is getting. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it is.
So I'll show you how it looks. I mean, it still has some ways to go, but it's already, I mean, I could stop here.
If you chose to.
If I chose to. Some people like the shawls that just go this long. For this particular pattern, I like to be able to really wrap up in it. The one I sent Laura is ginormous. I mean, it's even bigger than the one I sent Crystal, I think. It's huge. So, how my hair? I'm directionally challenged and it's making me cranky. There it is. Okay.
Cranky.
So yeah, so this one I wanted to have done for Christmas. It didn't get done for Christmas or New Year's. It'll be done for next Christmas, I think.
Perhaps.
Maybe if I don't.
I think it could be because honestly, I mean, sorry, itchy. I feel like there's like fiber, even though that can't be because I'm not working alpaca. But I mean, you could finish it any time at this point. You'll be done.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I will be. I'm being facetious. I just, sometimes I get sidetracked, or sometimes I just get in this kind of a mood where I don't want to.
Right, no, I get that.
I don't want to. I'm going to do all the starting of all the things. I'm going to rip out all the things. I'm going to stand on my head and bounce. I mean, just, I don't want to. So
don't
hopefully,
want, I don't have to.
Yeah, don't want, I don't have to on me. So yeah, so this is just, I just want to do a couple of stitches because I have to do twice. So twice once. Let me just do a couple of stitches here. This is mostly Miss Babs, although I do have Dragonfly fibers in here as well. And I've always liked the noir films, and I've always liked the black and white kind of aesthetic. So this is really something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I'll just close this off now so I can do the next one, next project. The thing about crochet is that it's kind of forgiving, and it's pretty easy to fix unless you have certain yarn like Unforgivable. I don't even know if they make that yarn anymore. And just in case you're wondering, what is that yarn? I've never heard about that. That's not an actual yarn. It's called
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. I think it's a Red Heart yarn.
Something like that.
It's really pretty. The colors are absolutely gorgeous, but it's not very forgiving when you want to rip back.
It's either Red Heart or Lion.
I don't think it's Lion Brand. I think it's Red Heart. But I could be mistaken. All right, let me just get my other one here.
I never used it, so.
I remember the time you tried to help me rip back something because it wouldn't. I think it was for the sweater for Shannon.
Because I think it's the only time you used it.
I ended up not using it. I got rid of it.
Yeah, but that's the only time you attempted to use it.
You all right?
Why?
You look like you're a little red.
I'm wearing red.
No, you're flushing.
I don't know if I am or not. I'm tired, but that's it.
All right, well, keep an eye on it. All right. My second one is in my B-Wing Country Roads bag. I love this bag. My B-Wing Country bag. And it's my Country Roads blanket project from the Jelly Roll pattern by K.F. Jones. I wanted to, we were talking, I think, in the Zoom about her bits and bobs.
We were.
I want to see what that is.
We were also talking about her mitered square.
I don't do the mitered square.
Which makes me...
I've tried the mitered square, and I just...
It makes me want to, like, do one like someone else. Someone was doing it all out of one kind of yarn. Now I kind of want to do one just out of West Yorkshire Spinners.
Oh, okay. Not one color, but one yarn.
One.
I would kind of like to try to do, if I ever got to that point, you know the that artist who does the shading and stuff, and they have quilts like that too. Oh poop! Hold on.
Do quilts like oh poop?
There. No, I dropped the stitch. You see the shadows and they look like different. You know, you see. You know what I'm talking about? You see him hanging in the museum, and Dave says he's not really an artist; he's kind of more of a designer. But he's got it's got dark and light shading of just black and white and gray and stuff like that. And it kind of reminds me, some of them are like the Labyrinth movie.
Oh, okay.
We have
That movie's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, where you can like be walking upside down, whatever. Anyway, it's that kind of a thing. And I was,
Where you have black square, where it kind of gives this weird feel.
It gives a depth. It gives the depth.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It
about.
gives a sense of depth. And a lot, I think it's called building blocks or something like that, or shadow blocks or something in quilting. And I wonder if you could do that with those squares.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Kind of lay it out with black and white and gray. And,
you'd have to plan ahead of time because it's not like you're sewing them together.
No, you'd have to, yeah.
You'd have to kind of have something graphed out for yourself.
Yeah.
Just because if it was sewn together, you could do like some of the other people do, where then you pin it somewhere and you go, okay, I want this one here, I want that one there.
You might be able to do it if we weren't doing the mitered square, but if you're doing the other one, the one where she does like 6 of them.
That is a mitered square, but it's
squares. It's squares that she makes.
Well, she makes mitered square in a square, and then she stops, and then she does the next mitered square in a square. And if you do it all one color, I guess.
Yeah. Or you can do shadows within the box.
Right, because it's fewer of them.
And so that would be interesting, but probably not the best thing to start with. But in any event,
mitered square is super easy.
In any event, this one is from the Jelly Roll, and I did a little bit of work on this, because I've started bringing my crafts out with me again into the front room when we're watching television, as long as it's not date night.
Okay, well that's what I thought it was. There's that little square that tracks your face. It was distracting me.
So it's basically not a whole lot different. I'm still on this square. If I sat down, I think I could probably finish the square today. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. I could finish it right.
Square.
It is a square for all my practical purposes. I could make that just be the size, because I'm not making these necessarily the same, all the same size. Right. So I'll have to see what I'm going to do with that. And this is just a variety of yarns. I've got Heidi's yarn in here. I've got my yarn in here. I've got I think I have some Malabrigo in here. I think I have some Mattosh in here.
You might.
I think this one's Mattosh. Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know what that is. I don't think that's mine.
No, it's not yours. I can't remember what that is, but I don't think that's Mattosh.
This one's Scano, I think. This one here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of different yarns in here, and you know how that goes. It's just a scrappy project. So
and they always seem to pull together somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, let me just push my stitch marker over and do the next stitch, so that way it doesn't run away. Okay. So this one here, in my knitting for brains, knit for brains teapot bag that Laura gave me. This is the Laura's Hooded Cow. The pattern is the Thorns Hooded Cow pattern. It's a free pattern. And, making my way slowly through the hood, I have a few more rows before my eyelets meet the edge. And once the eyelets meet the edge, I'm almost there and looking at sewing up the top of the hood. And then I can start thinking about casting on for my yellow one, because that is a plan.
Yeah, you were complaining about that the other day.
Well, because I wear, a fair amount. I need a yellow one, and I need to make an orange one, because those are colors I wear a fair amount of. Mm-hmm. My red one, I almost feel like ripping back the hood, because I really am not happy with that hood. It's too big.
Yeah, I like that hood. It's a good size.
I find it too floppy and annoying. So I might rip back the hood and go to the point where I start the hood again. That's not too hard. Mm-hmm. So I think I actually might do that. I think I'd be happier with it. I think I'd, it just annoys me right now. So yeah, that's this one.
Okay, in my Knit for Brains teapot bag, owl teapot bag, mine is the drawstring as opposed to the wedge bag that Ty's got, the zipper bag. It's a very well made bag.
And because I am the destroyer of drawstring.
Yeah,
bags.
we always have a hard time when people give us choices like that. We just kind of like, which one do you prefer? If we can't make a decision, then we have to flip or something. But so this is all Miss Babs Blue Slate, and this I'm doing the last knit row of this particular section. This should have been done ages ago. It's not that hard. Basically knits and purls and just going round and round and round. Now, I do have to do the hood. Maybe, I think it's like the next 8 or 10 rows I start the hood.
And you wanted to do the big version.
So yeah, this is just, you know, it's there's not a whole lot to say about this. It's a Thorns hooded cowl. You've seen Talia do it a couple of times. You've seen me do it this once, so you know what it is.
I've made 3 of them.
You made one for Davina.
Oh, I made one for Davina, yeah. I made my original one out of that kind of white yarn with all the different colors.
Yeah.
That's just like my one I sleep with because
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear it anywhere else. I have that one. I have the green and blue one. I have the red one, which I need to redo the hood on. And then Davina's pink one.
And then you're making this one.
And then I'm making this one, yeah.
And this one's just mine. I'm not in any hurry, but I think I am. Excuse me. I think I am going to keep it.
I think you should. I think because you already wear something over your head like that.
My ears get cold, I get a headache and I get earaches and things. So I just rather keep my head covered. I'm the type of person, I'll wear a hat and I'll wear a hood over it.
I'm thinking Poirot, who wears his muffler and all that stuff just to go on a car ride.
Well, I'm not quite that bad. I have a reason. I'm not afraid of, you know, the open air. But
weren't cars all open at that point?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. But I wore that red hat you made for me a couple years ago to make the set, and I put that thing that we got in one of our boxes. I think it was one of these Saint boxes or something. It was actually a knitted headband, and it was white, so I put it over. It looked like it went together, so it was really cute, and it kept my ears warm.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's all I have to say about this.
Okay, so I guess it is my turn. Took me a second. This is my last one. In my Kikaboo bags, blue puzzle pieces bags. I barely worked on this. I have not got a lot of time to craft this week. I have had a flurry of orders come in, and then a lot of fatigue. So that has affected my ability to keep up with crafting. Plus, I have been trying to do more reading. The Bible in a Year has probably been the one that's really made it hard because I can listen to an audiobook for some of the other things. But yeah, here is the sock so far. I really do enjoy. I think right now this is the perfect kind of pattern for me where I just go knit and don't have to think about it.
Right. It's working out really well.
Yeah, it's working well, and I don't have to worry about it until I'm done with the stripes. So I just knit, which is nice right now. I know I'll be able to get to eventually to a point where I can focus again, but right now focus is non-existent.
Well, there goes my show notes.
Bye-bye, show notes.
There they are.
So that's it for me.
Okay, this one you haven't seen before. Let me just put my hook in. This is my Strawberry Shortcake Baby Blanket project from the Cerebel Scarf pattern by, I forgot her name.
Oh, blast, I had it. Something
Sarah
Sweethearts.
Sweethearts.
I said something Sweethearts.
Sarah Sweethearts. It's by Sarah Sweethearts, and I'm using ice yarn in this pretty color. Now, this is really soft, and I really like it, but it reminds me of Unforgettable for pulling back.
This particular weight?
This particular feel. This has got fuzz to it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I do have a fair amount of this stuff, so I'm going to have to use it, but I tried to pull something back on this, and I had to work around it.
I don't think the others look there, that one.
They don't look like it, but this one is very fuzzy.
Sorry about that.
No. This is the one I bought.
Oh, is it the one you bought?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel a little bit better.
We didn't know what. They didn't say, I don't think, that it was fuzzy. If they had said it was fuzzy, I wouldn't have purchased it because it is easier for me to tink back with
non-fuzzy.
With crocheting than knitting. I don't have any problem with that. But when it sticks, it's a pain. So this is, you can see what I call it Strawberry Shortcake. The pinks and the purples. It's very, very soft. And this, I just started it like a day and a half ago.
Well, that pattern works up very quickly for you.
Also, I'm using a large yarn. This is worsted yarn, and it's...
oh, so yeah, you're able to go up.
And so it just goes very quickly. And as long as I don't make a mistake, I'm fine. It's just if I have to tink back, it's a little difficult. Because, and I did tink back once or twice without any issue, but then I had to tink back on something else, and I just had to work around it because it was difficult. So it stuck. It stuck to the point. Stop. It stuck to the point where I couldn't. It just knotted.
Right.
You can't sing like that. It's rude. It derails my.
Who sang that?
I don't even know what you were singing. It was just rude.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Lionel Richie, I think, or
Oh, is it?
Or Commodores? I forget.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
I think that was what it was.
I was absolutely wrong in who I was attributing.
I think that's who it was. But you got me discombobulated because you're singing when I'm talking and I can't do that.
Have you?
No.
Oh, you're too short for me to do that. Although I think this couch sinks too and it's making you shorter than you are. For whatever reason, this middle part sinks more, and I notice it when I try to sit in between, like on the crack. It's really uncomfortable because one side sinks and the other side doesn't.
And the bag I'm using is my Silver Shed USA 10-year Podiversary bag. I think this is the extra large. Because I have another one up there that's smaller, and that's the large, I think. So yeah, that's what. And this is I've used a fair amount of this particular ball, or cake, or whatever you want to call it. This is not really a ball. I guess it's more of a cake, because that's a little hole in the middle.
It's a cake ball.
They're actually...
Yeah, these are... I'm never sure what to call those. Are they skeins?
No, skeins are long. At least I consider skeins to be, like those up there.
Because they're not quite... This isn't quite a cake.
Well, it's got a hole in it like a cake.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's like when you put it on a ball winder.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, what did I do here? I don't want to... What did I do here? Let's see. I'm going this way. Okay, I have to do my single crochet. That's what I have to do. I was just... When I get distracted... And this yarn, you have to really pay attention to your stitches because the definition is not really clear in terms of...
Of course, yeah.
Where
fuzziness.
Your fuzziness kind of obscures things. But it's a pleasure to work with. It really is. It's very...
Well, and I'm sure that once it's done, that would be like a really nice... That's going to feel so nice.
You can feel it.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a favorite blanket.
Yeah. I wish you guys could feel this. It's very soft.
It's at that soft, though. I have a weird sensory thing. If it's a certain kind of soft, it starts bugging me after a while. It's a new thing. Like that fleece. As much as I used to love how it felt, now it feels...
What fleece?
There's fleece that I was given, like a pair of socks with fleece on the inside.
Right.
And now that the feel of fleece bothers me. It feels like cotton. And so...
Rough cotton.
No, not even rough. It's too squeaky. It feels weird. So now my sensory stuff is weird now, and that's just on the cusp. It's not quite where I'd be like, ugh.
Well, this is very nice. I'm going to finish this because I have other things to do now. We're done with projects, I think.
Yes.
Do you have any finished objects?
I do not. Do you?
No. Let me just find my... What did I do with my... There it is. Okay. Because we can move on. Okay. So we have... What?
Okay, so don't you have graphic novel?
I do have graphic novel.
I don't have any. It's been really hard for me to do a lot of things other than,
I sat down on, I think it was Sunday, and usually I do my religious one, but...
You had ideas.
It wasn't even so much I had an idea. I was looking at the stuff I got at Hobby Lobby when I went out to Hobby Lobby. I'm like, I need to use it. And I looked at some of the stuff that Stacy put in my journal. I'm like, I can use this stuff. So it's nothing spectacular because I'm rusty, and I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah, I have things that's set aside that I want to put in my journal. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. So this is the journal Stacy gave me. I love her journals. I love all her journals. They're so pretty. So this is nice. And then you guys already saw this first page. I'm not going to show you this, but this says, "Friends in need are friends indeed." The Winnie the Pooh with Eeyore and Pooh and Rabbit and everybody else who's in there was what Stacy gave me. And the stickers that you see I purchased at Hobby Lobby. So I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah, I think they could. Yeah, they can see that.
Nobody has to see my drawing because I can't draw, but that's fine. Daddy liked it, so that was kind of fun.
It turned out well.
I tried to put one of the bunnies in, but it was too awkward.
Right. Well,
So-
you have it for some other time.
Yeah.
The most important thing for you is the owl.
Yes, the owl must be used. I've come to the conclusion I'm a bird person. I like
Yes,
birds.
I've known this for a long time.
I mean, I love all animals, dogs and cats and everything, but birds are pretty cool. I like birds.
Because whenever I mention something about animals, people are like, but birds. And you talk about like how affectionate your cockatiel or cockatoo or whatever.
Cockatiel, get it right.
And
I had 2 cockatiels.
yes, I like things that I feel like I can pet.
I used to pet Cinnamon.
But like really
Cinnamon
pet.
used to sit on my shoulder and chew on my earrings and chew on my diamond. I kept telling my engagement ring.
Mm-hmm.
I kept telling the stupid bird that if he chewed my diamond, he would be a dead bird. But because he swallowed my engagement ring, But and I think it would hurt him anyway if he tried to pass it. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I had Cinnamon. Unfortunately, he had his wings clipped when I got him. He was hand tamed, and he must have grown. They didn't like clip him permanently like they do sometimes, and he flew out one time when my husband was carrying a typewriter. I thought I had locked him in my bedroom because I had him out, and I didn't want my husband to drop what he was carrying, so I thought I'd close the door to the bedroom, and apparently I had left a crack open. He flew right out the door.
I would think clipping their wings would hurt.
I don't know if it.
Kind of like I've heard that declawing cats can hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although I guess for cats, you're actually removing it; it can't come back. And
Yeah.
It's like removing your nails.
Yeah, and I think they put him to sleep when they
Yeah.
do that. I would hope they put him
I
to
would
sleep.
hope, yeah.
But and I think that's cruel. But
I mean,
I understand if you're gonna keep the cat always in the house. I
Yeah.
get that. But
But you better not let that cat out.
because that's their only defense.
Right.
But anyway, Cinnamon flew out. Schultzie,
Was he clipped?
no, Schultzie. It took me a long. He wasn't hand tamed. I had to hand tame him. What happened was he was in the cage and he got caught with a little band that's around his foot. He got caught on something, a bar, and he was pecking at me when I was trying to help him out. And after I got him out, he would ride with my hand, and then I had to give him away because we moved to Europe. And the lady, I called one time to see how Schultz. Oh no, she called me to tell me Schultzie was up in the rafters, and I said, "Your cats are away from the bird, right?" She has cats and dogs, and she's got my bird is up in the rafters up in their house. But so she loves Schultzie, so I was happy about that. As long as she was worried about my bird with the cat, but I'm sure she was taking care of it. 'Cause she had all kinds of animals. But yeah, okay, so that takes.
Which
care.
is not the type of person who would purposely endanger an animal.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what I guess. That
Okay, so that leads on to shop news. I just am going to wave the bag at you because I've been. Actually, this design, because I usually work on it while I'm doing Liturgy of the Hours. This is usually the bulk of my knitting for the week because that's what I can get done. And I'm hoping that means within the nearish future I'll have something to show you.
I'm wondering if that'll be able to be done in my brown yarn, or it's meant to be done with many colors. You'll have to tell me later.
You'll have to see, yeah. Poofy.
I don't have any real shop news. I'm still working. I'm on the tail end of working on my what do you call it? My inventory. I've got the yarn, all the money, all the values for the bare yarn, so I can go ahead and do it. I'll probably go out and just count my bottles of dye powder and see how many are even partially empty and say they're half, even if they're not. And then once I've got that done, I don't have to have it all tabulated in terms of like neat and pretty. I just have it all written down. Then I can start dyeing yarn again. But it was funny. I was ransacking the house because I'm looking at my listings. I'm like, where's my Aurora Borealis colorway? I couldn't find it anywhere. I said, I know I put it in the shop, but it's not on my. I couldn't remember selling it. I did sell it to somebody. I just don't remember selling it. So I don't know. There's something wrong there. But anyway, just keep an eye on the shop. I'm hoping to get some stuff done in the near future. Although both my husband and I have colonoscopies coming up this month,
Which could definitely affect things.
Yeah.
You might see new listings come up because I have had. First of all, I have ones I didn't put up prior to surgery, and then I have also a couple, at least one person who has done what I have happen actually more often than you'd expect. Someone will message me on one rosary listing and then be like, well, I actually don't want this rosary. I want this aspect of this rosary. I want the cross from that rosary. I want the metal from this rosary. And I'd like to have it be one decade. Can you do that? So my shop is very much a custom when it comes to rosary. So I have a couple of those that I have to make once the materials arrive, which means I will have that listing now available.
Right.
I always kind of win out when someone does that because they do all the designing. I just have to make it and get the materials together, and then voila, I have a listing per their design. So it works out.
Tea is gone.
Bye-bye, tea. I'm close to that. I do feel like I drink it quicker in this mug.
Okay. Well, it's also smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing the same amount of tea because I'm doing it from the Yeti, but...
What are we doing?
Let's see. That usually leaves us on stash enhancements.
All right, do you have any?
I do have some.
Okay.
Um...
I'll let you go first then.
Yes. I don't have a ton because this is just the remainder of my birthday tea that I was gifted via Adagio. And also I used my Christmas gift card that Davina gave me. So this one's Hojika. No, I think it's Hojika. That someone gave me. Then Mocha Nut Mott. I need to put this in my container for that. Irish Breakfast. That's always been a favorite tea of mine. More Irish Breakfast. That'll be going in a big container.
Gifts.
Yeah, those are gifts. I've been wanting to try this one. It's Earl Grey after dinner. And I can't see all the ingredients because Woody always does this on a dark thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't always tell. I'm lucky I can read that. It says Earl Grey.
He's a good blender.
He is a good blender. Even if I can't always see what his ingredients are when he puts them. So this is the Year of the Rabbit, apparently. So, of course, I had to get the tea for that. We'll see whether or not I like it.
I took mine out of my cart because I didn't like what was in it.
So it's got white tea, natural flavor, rose petals, cornflower, dandelion root, hibiscus, lemon balm, chamomile, and rose hips. I like chamomile.
I like chamomile. I wasn't sure I would like it, so I figured she has it. I'll try hers, and if I like it, I can get it.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point I'll try it. Mom can try it too. And I won't put this in the Yeti because this will be a first time try. So I will try this at some point.
I've got the Year of the Tiger from last year, which I really
That
liked.
one was good. I have some of that too. And then, I think this just came extra, molten lava cake.
Mm-hmm.
This one,
I have one of those.
This looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what it is. It actually a cake?
It's a recipe.
Ooh, okay. I probably won't be able to have it. Then my big ones that I got, I knew I needed more Viking prints. This is going to go in a big container, so my other Viking prints is going to
More
transfer.
of that.
Well, I had purchased this before the gift, before I realized I had two gifts. That's fine. This is going in a big one too.
Yeah.
So I like Irish Breakfast. A hearty blend of black tea from India and Sri Lanka to get your morning off to a bright start.
And that's why it's Irish, of course.
Spicy and jammy aroma. Yeah, I do wonder why they call it Irish.
Because the Irish favorite or something.
Maybe, because, I mean, at certain points, most of the tea came from the British colonies in India and, the British Empire. From what I understand, Elizabeth II had a lot to do with making it from the British Empire to more of the Commonwealth, where it's more of a trade thing, which I didn't know. That was kind of interesting to find out.
All right. Following first, now I've got a lot of birthday gifts. So
she does.
And like Talia, next week you're probably going to see the tail end of my Adagio gifts because I put the order in yesterday when all my birthday gifts stopped coming in. So those look, and it's not a whole lot in that order, but
well, that's kind of like this one.
This one
I actually probably even have more than you, just simply because I had a gift card, which you didn't have one, did you? Oh no, wait, Davina gave you one.
Davina gave me one, but I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, so
I'm waiting to see when my blend comes up and if I want to buy it then, or I might just save it for when we go to the December. Right. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, my tea. This came in. This was my first.
You're gonna need refills before December.
Yeah. This is my main of birthday gifts that people got me on Adagio. This one is an infuser that you put,
which is so cool.
You put in the mug. Can you see that? Okay, it's a picture of the infuser. You open up the arms and you let it rest on edges of the mug, and you can infuse your tea.
It works for all sizes of mugs.
And then okay, you don't need to see the rock sugar. Okay, I got this little birthday tin that Adagio gave me themselves, the company.
Yeah, that's one they don't sell. They only give that out to people on their birthdays.
This had rock sugar in it. Somebody gave me rock sugar as a sample of rock sugar as a gift. And then the other spice that somebody gave me was, I'm trying to find it so I can.
I got orange peels last time, like 2 things of orange peels.
Let me see here.
I should give them to you so you can cook with them or something.
All right, well, I'll show you the other one when I get to it, so I can't. Oh, here it is. Somebody also gave me French salt. Okay, I have no idea.
Did you like 2 of them?
I have another one coming in because somebody else gave me French salt as well. And this is a good size amount of salt. This will be.
What were we talking about where you needed salt and you're like, man, we should have used when we had the fancy salt.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I don't either.
But anyway, this is 3.5 ounces. And I've got another one coming in of this special French gray salt. I don't know what makes it special. I've never heard of
French
it.
gray?
It's French gray eyes. So this is, somebody gave me that. And then I got Rooibos Nutcracker. Oh, I love Rooibos Nutcracker. So, and honey bush banana nut and white peach. This is why I'm going to be drinking down my stash for the next 8 months or whatever. Raja oolong chai, chocolate chai pura. This one's going to have to go in the. Oh no, that's just a chocolate chai. I'm gonna when I have tins of things, I'm gonna try to put them in with the tins.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I got
Save some space for one.
Black Forest cake and autumn mist green. I love the autumn mist green. If I remember correctly, is that the one that has creme brulee in it? I can't read that.
I don't. This green. Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, I really like that. It's very sweet. And then there are several different teas in here. One of them is January. Actually, 2 different Januaries. One is mint coins. One is vanilla, chocolate, ice cream swirl type of thing. I can't quite see what that one is. And this is Mother Teresa. And these were all gifted to me for my birthday. These are fandom blends, so they're in tins instead of in packets. I think the one that I can't read is one of Woody or one of Irishman's. Let me see here. Yeah, it's new smoked
Butterscotch
latte. I think that's Woody's, or it might be Irishman's. I forget which. So
it's dark. It's probably Woody's.
It's dark. So that so I got that, and then they never to buy tea again. Honey Bush Blueberry Pancake. I got a couple of this one.
That one's good.
Which I really like, and I have one that somebody gave me last year for my birthday that I haven't finished yet. And here's a butterscotch.
I might have to earn a container at some point.
I got another butterscotch from somebody else that's coming in the other one. And then Tiger Eye, which I really like. And then I bought, here's another one. Honey Bush Vanilla. And then I bought for myself, another one of the chocolate mocha tea for the little gray cells. That's one I was drinking today, and I'm out of it. And then to have in the whole, which is my blend. And this is a caramel kind of, I'm sorry, it's butterscotch. So these are the ones I got. Except for those 2, everything else was given to me.
Right.
Except for the big sugar. And Ty and I, what we do is we take turns buying the sugar because it's expensive. But it's a 3-pound sugar. Yeah. So that goes in there.
And we're able to fill both of our
we can fill both
containers and have some to spare.
Yep. Usually we can fill both of our containers and then kind of top it off later on in the month. So that takes care of the tea stuff. Mike took me to Knitter's Magic, which is our local yarn shop, and he let me get yarn. So I got, this is all Malabrigo Rios, I think it is.
Yeah, I think you said it was.
So I got 2 of each of these colors, okay? And I want to dye up some of my salted caramel. And I can get, I think I saw in one of my suppliers, Malabrigo Bear yarn. If I want to do that gold
right
in this kind of yarn. And I thought that would be a nice tie-in. I was thinking about doing a design but I haven't had a chance to work it out yet. So I'm not really worried about that. I have to sit down and see what they're going to look like
Right.
before I do that. And then Davina and Talia both got me yarn for my birthday. This is from Davina. It's their yarn. This is chroma yarn, so that Talia can do my socks. Don't go to sleep.
I'm awake.
I'm just going to rush through this because she's going to sleep.
What's on?
This is going to be a little shorter than normal. Which,
I think it's going to be about normal by the time we're done.
okay. You guys remember when Talia showed you her ink pads? I had them on my wish list as well. So I have ink pads for my journaling. And the rest of the stuff... Oh, I wanted to show you the card that Crystal from Chronically Crocheting sent me. It's a Valentine's card. Isn't that cute? Inside she has... I want to make sure that she doesn't... You can see what she put on the inside. Pat, and all you other people who like gnomes, it's a gnome in there. So I guess a little cottage gnome. It makes me happy. So that garden gnomes, that little flower. So put that. Everything else is books. First of all, Taya and I are kind of on a kick of getting originals for books before people start changing them.
Yeah.
Especially on the ebooks and stuff. So the first one I got is Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. This one has the actual Indian island, and the 10 Little Indians, not 10 Little Soldier Boys. So.
And I noticed the change the first time when I was listening to the audiobook for the Christie's Missing Readathon. I was like, wait a second, that's not the way I remember it.
Yeah, I understand what they're trying to do, but you don't change what they wrote.
Right, I have a great dislike of changing what the author had in place. If you don't like it, don't read it.
Don't read it.
It's that simple.
I have this on ebook, but like everything else, some of these books are either going to go away or they're going to be changed. So this is Uncle Tom's Cabin.
I've never read it, so I have my copy too.
I read the ebook version.
It's thicker than I thought it would be.
And I'm looking forward to reading. This one has a copyright of... It smells like an old book. This one has a copyright of...
This edition has a copyright.
We had a hard time finding the copyright here.
This one didn't have it.
Didn't we find it on this one?
No, we didn't find it. We had to give up.
Okay, so I don't know what the copyright on this one is. This one is Gone with the Wind. And this one is like 1967, I think.
Yeah, yours was the same as mine.
Yeah. I love the cover on this.
Yours does have a prettier cover than mine, but I have the
copyright 1936, 1964. So
I have the dust jacket though.
So you can see.
It all, and we discussed the fact that it almost looks like it's in the same collection as Uncle Tom.
It has a ribbon,
which I love, and that's probably what points to more the fact that they aren't the same collection, because Uncle Tom has no ribbon.
It's the only one that sounds like an old book.
But yeah, Uncle Tom in particular is a piece of history. Mm-hmm. I mean, wasn't it Lincoln who said when he met Harry Beecher Stowe, you're the little lady who is the cause of this big war?
Something about that, yeah. I think it was her. Now the other books I have, okay, let me see here. I'll try and go through these pretty quickly. Oh, I forgot about this. I have more tea. Davina got me vanilla, oolong, cream, caramel. Is that what this says?
Hang on, let me see.
What a cute little tin.
Yes, it's Happy Birthday Vanilla Oolong Cream Caramel. Yeah, it's adorable.
And what's this?
11th birthday.
Oh, 11th birthday. That's a Hobbit reference. So.
And you have the fireworks on top.
So, yeah, Gandalf's fireworks. So I haven't opened those yet. I completely forgot I had that.
Remember Sam's poem about the fireworks after Gandalf's died?
This is an Adagio gift card. So,
spoiler alert, by the way, for an old book.
All right. Now, this is the Way of the Cross for loved ones who have left the faith. I had this on my wish list. We have a few members of our family who have left the faith, and look at there's beautiful artwork in this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm looking forward to doing this because Lent is coming up, and I like to step up my game for the Stations of the Cross with Lent.
I do want to if I have the ability. I've been meaning the past couple of years. There's one A Way of the Cross for, it's either for chronic illness or for fatigue or something like that. It's written by someone who has chronic illness and through the daughters.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one has beautiful artwork, and I'm really looking forward. It's got artwork on every station. The thing I like about this is that I don't have to be in the church, and I don't have to walk, all over the place, because you're supposed to, in the best scenario, you're supposed to be walking this.
So you're walking.
So you're walking with Christ. But
you'll have, for one thing, you also have your sacrifice. Your way to the cross. Did I make you one?
No.
Okay. Well, you had the one that you were given.
Yes.
That was given by a friend.
A very close friend.
Yes.
And this...
Until you break that one.
I don't break the chain ones very often. Well, that's not true.
I always break the chain
That's
ones.
not true either.
That's why I don't have the chain ones.
So this is... I'm really excited about this. It's got beautiful pictures. And I'm just very much looking forward to... it's going to make it like a kind of a nice meditation. Mm-hmm. Because it's a lot longer than some of the other... It's a little more in-depth.
Right.
Which means that I probably won't do this at the Blessed Sacrament Chapel because... Or maybe I will. We'll see.
You'll see.
Other books. Some of these are Christian fantasy. I think this was from you, right?
Yes.
Christian fantasy.
That was I just was searching for random, because I wanted to find something different and special.
And this I'm gonna have to wear my glasses. I found that I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read. And I like it's got a name in it, which is not mine. So that's kind of fun. And the dust jacket. The cover is just a plain one, but it's got the gold lettering on the spine, which I always liked. I like gold books. I miss just regular books, but I'm gonna have to wear my glasses because I can't apparently read. Oh, something highlighted in this.
There was that possibility, because it was hard to find a copy of this book that was decent.
I'm not worried about it because, first of all, she was very careful when she highlighted it, and it's very light.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she was. We're assuming it's she. Whatever the name is in the front of the book, I didn't.
Yeah,
notice.
it's Mara May. I don't know.
It looks like it'd be a female.
Yeah. So,
but that's a female handwriting.
Maybe Marie. I don't know. Anyway, so that's one of the books, and then this one. Oh, my husband got me this one. I had it on my wish list.
Because you saw my copy.
Isn't that a great cover?
It's an amazing cover.
And it's got nice print.
The stories in that are really. You got a bookmark.
I did. Book depository.
That's cool. I don't think I got a bookmark with mine.
I showed you that.
I don't remember.
I had two of them. I mean, I wonder if the other one fell out. If I find the other one, I'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm. Now, you showed me for a different book. You got something in it.
I had two bookmarks. I know that. This I'm really looking forward to. I haven't opened this yet. It's Illuminated Letters, a sketchbook that tells you how to do illuminated letters. And I thought it would be really fun with the journal. Or just for goofing around. It's using graph paper. Oh, look at that. You can do it right in the book.
Oh, yeah, I see.
To practice
to practice. I guess first they let you trace it, maybe, and then you get a chance to...
And I've heard of these kind of things. I think it'd be kind of fun. It looks like they kind of... I don't know. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure
I hate to ruin my book.
No, you do need to ruin it, because it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Well, I have graph paper.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I look forward to this. Some of them have color in them, and some of them don't. You can see this one has color in it. So I'm looking forward to that. This is Crystal's fault of Chronically Crocheting. She showed this on her podcast when she was doing How Many Amigurumi Books Do You Have? Crystal, I have a gazillion. My husband said, "You're going to do this because you have 1,000,000 books." But these are ornaments. And I want to maybe get started like yesterday so I can have a dozen for myself and maybe a dozen for somebody else.
She at least wants the owl.
Yes, there's an owl. Look at this. There's an owl one. Do you see it right there? So, yeah, I'm looking forward. This is really cute. I'm looking forward to making these. Oh, they have baby's first ornaments. So that's not all of them. They have all kinds of penguin, a dog, polar bear, a cat, camel. Look at that. There's a lot more than you're seeing on the back of the book. There's a rabbit.
Well, that makes it. Ooh, rabbit. The snowy owl's really cute, though.
Yeah, I want to do that one, and the rabbit's right there. Snowshoe hare. It's actually a hare. But, so So they have animals. They have like cookies and things, and they have candy, ribbon candy, snow cone, macaroons. So sweet treats is what they call that. And then they have the traditional Christmas, like toy soldier and the gingerbread man and an elf and the snowman, all that kind of stuff. So this is reindeer. I probably wouldn't do the reindeer because, to be quite frank with you, those antlers would drive me insane. But it's really cute. North Pole characters, and then you got like nativity characters. It looks like, wise men and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really cool.
That is cool.
This one Talia gave me. I think you gave me this, right?
I did.
This is fun. This is the interactive Sherlock Holmes mystery, The Crimes of Dr. Watson. Brittany, I said that your Sherlock Holmes bookmark was going to go in my Sherlock Holmes book. It's not. It's going in here. All right, this is what it looks like. And
this was a completely accidental find.
I absolutely love the feel of this book. This is copyright 2007. But look at the writing in it.
Have you read the premise yet?
No, I haven't had a chance.
So the premise is actually on the back.
No. I'm not there yet. No. Look at this. You got letters. These are all clues.
Yeah, you have actual physical clues in here.
This one has a ticket in the letter envelope.
And they said I should have all the clues.
You should have all the clues?
Because this is a used book.
Oh,
you
right.
can't get it new.
Right.
Not for any decent price. It's a really you can't just get this book.
It's like a program. And it's giving me ideas for my journal too.
Which is great.
Let me see what's in here. Oh wow, there's something in here.
Yeah, don't
I don't
undo the
open
seal.
because that
Tells me actually they kept the clues pretty well intact. Whoever it was didn't finish the book.
Yeah. So it's just look at this. You have
another hidden clue in there.
A clue that you can pull out from the side here, so you can see this is kind of a sideways envelope. Another envelope. It's a whole bunch of envelopes with clues, all different colors: pink, blue. Oh, this is my.
I don't think that one's a clue.
Nope, that's gonna go in my journal though. Oh, look at the picture.
Huh? I bet that's probably the police sketch or something.
So yeah, I could probably go through that a lot, and the premise is back here, but we're not going to read it right now.
Okay.
Because I have to move along. Davina got this book, and I don't know if she either had it already or decided she didn't want it because she had enough, so she gave it to me. The Master Guide to Drawing Anime. So we'll see if I can do this. I think it would be great to be able to do something like this for my journals.
It's a style I really don't care for.
I like
especially the really big eye, like the really, really dramatic ones. This one's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that look a little more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are just too over the top.
Well, you can change that. You don't have to make them that big,
Yeah, I know. It's just, some of the anime is really just nuts.
I mean, this would be great for, like, elves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is a villain for whatever reason. He's got pointy ears. Charming villains. I mean, look at this little dinosaur
Their
thing.
creatures are cute.
Are they cute? Whoops. I'm losing my books. Look at the cute little dinosaur. I don't draw very well. I've stopped saying I can't draw. I can draw sometimes, but it takes a lot of effort for me to do it.
Well, that's what it does at the beginning.
But no, but some people are natural. Davina's a natural. Daddy's a natural. You're a natural. I have to work, and it doesn't always turn out the way I want it to turn out. I can't.
Although it doesn't turn out. I'll tell you what, it doesn't always turn out the way that Davina and Dad or I want it to either.
But I can't do it if I don't see something in front of me. I can't draw it. I can't. It's just, and maybe that'll come with time. But it's a whole bunch of really cute characters in here. These don't have the overly big eyes. They are bigger because they're anime, but they're not overly big like some of the characters are.
Yeah.
So they're doable. I think that they would make really cute, like sidebars and stuff. You see in the washi tape and stuff like that. They have, figures and stuff. And I would love to be able to draw them rather than use stickers.
Right.
Because stickers cost money. Clothes and stuff like that. But
And you're also limited by what the stickers are available.
see, now you have some of the
You
bigger
see,
eyes
these
here.
are the ones I don't care. Now, this might be a younger kid.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it is.
And if it's a younger kid, it's not so bad.
I think it is because they go through different age groups at the front of the book. It's like this is almost like a child, like 8 or
Yeah.
something like that. So, but yeah, so it's a fun book. And he got me a couple books that. Oh, let me use this one first. I was surprised he got me this one hardcover. I must not have put it in Kindle. I mean, not hardcover, but
He
paperback.
got me a few physical ones too. It really surprised me.
So this is called Two Kingdoms, and it's by D.C. Moore. He's a new author for me.
It might have also been less expensive.
Yeah.
I've been noticing that sometimes the Kindle ones are really expensive in comparison.
The epic struggle for truth and purpose amidst. I can't read without my glasses.
Okay, so, all right. The epic struggle for truth and purpose amidst encroaching darkness.
So it's right up my alley, fantasy-wise. As long as they keep the stuff out of it.
You definitely have to wear your glasses.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you should probably be wearing your glasses to read anyway.
I do. Every time I read something, I wear my glasses. Unless, like I might be glancing at my phone or something, I might. But most of the time, I'm reading with my glasses. So
There's
then-
probably going to be a point where she has to switch over to them completely.
I'm not there yet.
No.
These are for journaling, and my husband looked at these and started looking through. He said, "These are really good." They're both regarding journaling, but they go from different perspectives. And so, this one's just talking about like all the different layouts you can do and stuff like that. Whoops.
Let's see.
Different layouts, different techniques. I have now I have all the accoutrements. Now I need to find the time.
Right.
Brittany, you want to come over to my house and we can do this? Pat's welcome too. Of course, anybody's welcome.
Right.
Journal Sparks. This has a lot of ideas to it. Riddles include using Post-its.
Your book hit me.
It did not. In fact, it slid.
It
It
hit me.
fell.
It hit me.
It fell down. I'm interested in the mandalas. I'm not sure what I see them in knitting and crocheting too, and I'm sure there's something behind them. Shapes with words, just kind of the thing that this does is it helps you to think outside of the box, so you don't just kind of put linear or diagonal, or you can do
Right.
whatever. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I have some books coming in. I have a set of books coming in that I ordered on pre-order. They didn't even ship until yesterday. So, and that was with birthday money that my parents gave me.
Mm-hmm.
So when that comes in, I'll show you. But that's I had a fairly large haul this time. I feel kind of embarrassed, but
You showed the yarn, right?
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's everything. Quite enough, you probably saying. Spoiled and all that. So yeah, that's basically it. Books and yarn, and it was a pretty across the board birthday tea, books, and yarn. So it kind of hit everything, and because in the books I had both religious and secular, and
I'm hoping that Mom will dye up her yarn that
yeah,
Davina gave her. So that way I can finally make Mom her special Dance All Night socks out of her own yarn.
Yep. I have to figure out what colorway I want to do.
You'll be figuring that out for the next forever.
I might do I might try doing the the unconventional candy canes, but that way if they don't work out, I can make it out of my Aurora Borealis. But anyway,
Yeah, and I think you should go ahead and have that set up and have that maybe the first thing that you dye.
it's already set up. I just have to make more blue.
Okay, well then you should do that. And then just do it before you get busy.
Yeah. Well, that first I have to do paperwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it was a good birthday, and I have to go through and start getting rid of stuff because I'm getting overwhelmed with the fact that I have stuff that I'm not using, and I have to make room for the stuff that I got, and I can't just be hoarding stuff when maybe people can use stuff. So
Well, I know, like, I'll go through stuff downstairs, like, for example, I have a bunch of, when I was wearing compression socks, I can't wear them because I get overheated, and they really didn't help that much anyway, so if they take up a whole ton of room, those can go out, and I can use that box for books instead.
right, and I did get I did get several Kindle books. I'm reading one right now, the one in the series that I was waiting for, the 8th book in the series, the final book in the series. I'm about 20% through it already. And tell you the reason I couldn't get the one you gave me from Francis de Sales is because I thought I had downloaded, but I didn't. And you had a book of yours and a book of Daddy's. So I must have hit the button but not gone through the entire
Okay,
process.
so it's gone through?
So it's gone through now. So, yeah, I have some ebooks as well. And, yeah, that's basically the damage for my birthday. And, of course, I had the beautiful bag from Rena, and I had the beautiful cards and bookmark from Brittany. So it was very nice. Okay, do you have anything else to say?
No, not really.
Okay, so we want to thank people for who commented. I think I answered everybody before we started the podcast. If I didn't, and I don't mention you, it's only because I didn't see you, and so I apologize in advance. But your comments are always very much appreciated as well. We want to thank Paula, Wendy, who is MacGyver, Joan, Brittany, Looney Hiker, and Meditative Crafter. And we want to wish you all a very wonderful, blessed week full of knitting and crocheting and whatever it is that makes your heart happy. Let me see here. I've got to find out what I should start writing this down.
You should.
This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 539, and that's a wrap.
Bye. Did you show them your new cover or your Kindle?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew I was going to forget. My husband got me a Kindle because my other one was dying on me. So this is the cover. I can do all things through God who strengthens me. He couldn't find with God all things are possible. That's okay. I like this one too. My Kindle, new Kindle. So, yeah. I'm glad you reminded me.
Okay, so now.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.
Have a blessed week.